to that savage surname. Molly early into the sandbags. It looks like Zipex wants a fight, and he gets it what he desired. Headshots, in fact, 3 of them in quick succession. Astralis completely minced them. Bombs loose. Poor old Juzzy Bear's got 3 people pushing him with 7 HP. It's an impossible task, and he is overcome in due time.
Let's not have that catch on, because he will hate me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's the last time
I'm going to see, because when you look at the 3 rifles I'm about to name, Magus, Dupree, and Bubsky, they're all very similar in their explosive nature, right? And taking those fights, their individuality quite high. There's a lot of parts of this Astralis roster that are left over that can do a lot of damage. So let's see how they stack up against that. Yes, Scode over there.
He was
as well.
one that, you know, slipped the net after winning that WESG for whatever it was, nearly a milli.
2018.
Yeah.
Going back a couple years.
This is the fight Zipex is waiting for. Very tight line. Lots of pressure. Good find. They want to take the contact at the same time. This is cool from Astralis. No chance to breathe, no chance to stabilize and trade, and now they fall out together. This death ball, grouping up, taking fights one after another. Oh, this is so suffocating. There's no room for these Deagles to work their magic.
And no respect on that ramp at all. They all just claw on in, fight together, and Astralis do what felt the same as Pistol. We're seeing this develop more and more, and it's something that we've spoken about because, look, we're obviously not playing Vertigo at the highest level, but you and I have spent a lot of time playing a lot of Vertigo, right? It's probably the only map that we really spend time on, especially when it first came into the map pool. And identifying that these type of fights, as awkward as they seem, because it's left eye peaks for the CTs, this is how you have to be, constantly jiggling and jostling, keeping control of short, keeping control of the top of that ramp. Those are the 2 most awkward.
Now he's going to have to lose all that space. Good grief, they are holding W, and Rush caught off. The smoke blooms just in time, and the rest of the bullets arrive as well. That's the end of that. Neat and tidy. Just glocks a couple of Deagles onto their stars, but nothing really to report for Complexity.
And a clean one. So that's still 2 kills in 3 rounds. That's all Complexity been able to muster so far. And that means that all of these SMGs, Alex, get to be held onto, right? Magus, Dupree, Bubsky, they all have MP9s. They can play up close and personal. They can go for an all-in. The bonus round is his rifle over towards A.
Oh, taking a chance there. Poison over the smoke. Art-esque. I think teams are getting a bit processed. Blind spot. Bubsky to quad. 2 SMGs to defend this. And Config straight in. Good find. Shot in the backside. Bubsky can't find 2. JKS down to half, but Rush has provided the overwatch, and now the plant can't contest. No HE. A flash, though, for the swing, and Glaive does dink up claim. Zipex has had a great start so far to Vertigo, but he's just a little too low to make that impact. Down goes Blame to the nade. Softened up JKS further as well.
This is doable. He has a smoke.
If he isolates this, oh, the jump catches him. Rush with the swing. And that will be Complexity's first by virtue of Config. Making that space.
Made an executive decision in the room, Alex. Hope it pays off for everybody here. But this was great work from Config, right? He needed that entry. That trade from JKS was great. There's a number disadvantage out the gates, and Complexity grabbed the first real rifle round of this. Double AWPs throughout Magus and
Bugs, but Flames are pulled out regardless. Zipex is holding a very active angle here. If Config's good, you have a slight advantage instead. Zipnix with a double. Magisk is the only one to fall for Astralis. It's Rush that's trying to rock the table. 3 in quick succession. Rush puts him straight back into contention. Poison's gone, Blame's low. Dupree may have done enough to save him here, and yeah, Bubsky confirms it. Valiant attempt from Rush.
Yeah, almost made a round out of that one there.
From
Huge
nothing. Just to see it, the sheer absence of frags, it's costing them. Complexity only have the 1 round to report, and this is Zipnix just murdering Config and JKS. That's like the full finish, you know? That's supposed to be the 2 players you want left standing once the bomb's down.
That was great from Rush.
Nice, needed that. Shutting down the A key, and bam, Poison delivers. Zipnix under a lot of scrutiny. Good molly to delay. He's going to get swung on. What a shot from Poison! 3! He's taking Astralis to town. He wants more. Bubsky's head is there, and Poison's doing it all on his own. Nearly a stylish 5. But he'll take 4. He'll take the round. It's now. He needs a second one immediately or jump on the bomb. It's an off angle. JKS will find it. And just about across the line, Poison pulls Complexity.
There, this second shot onto Dupree was fantastic. Recovering, Zipex flubbing a couple, and Bubsky. Head to
Oh, no way. Config checks it. Magisk with a very stern response. Nice nade from Bubsky. He's actually kept the trades even, and now weapons have been recovered. And he found the opening frag. There's one short.
But unless he hit that shot onto Blame, it was done and dusted. Now it is just Dupree.
Config checks. Let's have a look. Left side of your screen to see how that boost was toppled.
Okay.
Ooh, just a quick glance. Perfect angle for it. He's got his flight paths ironed out.
Yeah, and I think the config, as far as an entry fragger goes, you know, he can be an absolute
A little bit of an uh-oh moment, because Zipex and his USB have converted off of the flashbang, and there's more there. Zipex is going to try and force the issue. If he gets config, oh, down to 25. He's vulnerable. One more bullet. One more bullet from Glaive. It's not enough. Neither's the USP of Bubsky. They are surprisingly low. More damage is being inflicted.
Oof, get them up and bucket out, clean this mess up, because that looked very, very sketchy. No, he won't. There's some ancient history between the two of those. If you're not too familiar, they played together once. Poison, and this is big by
he's
Poison.
Done it again. Look at this molly spread. He was playing quite literally with fire.
Dupree.
And yeah, Dupree, you can get the first, but you're going to get shot in the backside. This is perfect from Complexity. Poison's still on A. Bubsky. And they will maintain.
Good info. They know where... Oh,
damn.
Not anymore. Nice shot from Bubsky. He's under so much pressure here. Won't get anything else for his troubles, and still completely contained will be Zipex.
And still finds a safe haven for that first opening frag. And that was the reason mid was so open, and the reason that split hurt so much. Contact. Oof, the rest likely to fall. Swinging in now. Rush taking space as best he can. Confirms there's more. Bubsky's there on the door of a...
Rotating fifth man while Poison was out of action. Obviously had Ober.
Just the result. This is for pride. This is to justify the salary, justify the amount of time you've spent in Europe. There you go. Magisk deals with the first. He's just having to stand and fight in such a horrible position. Blame eventually does beat him. They're swinging. Hard fight, good flash, good find. Bubsky as well on the AWP. Oh, and a good catch as well. Rush finding the head, but he's got no armor for the 1v2. There we go.
Were you about to call him Rushley?
Yeah, I didn't know, did I? I didn't.
A decent shutdown here from Astralis. You can see a lot through that.
Zone, and actually hit the shot as well. Great start. Looking good for Astralis. Fending on off at the initial push. It's JKS and Poison to chip in with something to compete. Bubsky down to 30. A bullet was... And JKS has already met his bullet. 6-6. Astralis 2 together. Consecutive round.
He grabs this kill, even cops the flames to the face. But he was actually the key to them winning that round. If he doesn't get there in time, Dupree probably isolated. They're all looking, starting to build, and JKS, he drops. Dupree finds success.
Zipex gone.
Oh!
Poison gets them both. He's doing it for Complexity. So much impact from the Orpa with Deagles and AKs. Great start. Can they finish? 3-on-3, made 3v2. Bubsky seizes the advantage, and it's extended by Magisk. He wants to finish it right there and then. A little bit overzealous, perhaps, as he jumps into the crosshairs of Rush. The fact he swapped to his nade might have been the death of him there.
If that was timeout, just to talk their options through, that was the opening from Dupree onto JKS, and Poison did his absolute best. 2 great kills.
Oh, he gets it. Not a second. Close. Dupree down to 22, but JKS does get his revenge. Oh, it's great shot. Bombs loose and spotted. Problems now. Smoke will happen, but they're not going to check this corner, and Dupree, his mid-push, nets him the 8th. It's only Config caught with the scroll wheel. That is Astralis edging further towards a 1/2.
And Bubsky looking good, looking good. There's the trade onto JKS. Seems like they wanted to unleash the entry frag onto that B. Yeah.
That replay just from Magisk's frag into Dupe.
Flashed.
Oh, this looks tough. Complexity, they're throwing caution to the wind here, and looks like Magisk doesn't need any help.
Oh,
Config
TK.
shooting his teammates as well. Collateral damage, and it really hurts. 8 points of health, it's finished off. Okay, Astralis hold the defensive lead, swapping sides, and we'll be right back.
Well, we will get this one underway ASAP. We'll keep the pretty pitches flowing. Virtus Pro versus teams
would compete with the very best. Virtus Pro, they did have a wobble as well in their opening game. Virtus Pro did look at... Glaive!
Bomb!
No more exploring for you. And a second gone as well. Zipex is the last victim on the plate. He's got so many targets. He just can't handle it. Complexity have taken full and firm grasp of the... Oh, he has. Double goosh into JKS's skull. If he finds Config with a quick tap... Oh dear, Dupree!
Now we're on to something.
Yeah, he's had his cornflakes this morning. Ooh, and there he goes. Bubsky's gone. They know where Dupree was last spotted. Now too many.
Oh!
He's found another. One's low. Sandbags is a threat, and he's spotted him as well. Damn, Dupree, constantly keeping us on the edge of our seat.
Comes down to a tight scenario here. This is how it all kicked on off. You can see, look how far up the ramp the bomb is dropped. At this point, as the CTs with like 1:30 on the clock, you're thinking to yourself, boys, the round's done. We've got this one.
The AK goes down. Big plays from Config, nearly converts into a second. But the damage has been...
Oh, Bubsky, JKS went looking for some info, and now the number advantage...
Oh, don't you dare go down. Poison nearly did. Puts it into a 3v3. Complexity down just in time. Bubsky gets the digits in. And now he gets it. First victim found with ease. Takes the head off of Poison. Now Blame with a kit and us out. They're boosting.
He can just sit it. He can just sit it.
No time for this. No time for the hunt, Blame. He's found the head, but it's the round gone. It's a lot of damage to Astralis and Complexity. Intense battle on A. Glaive with a great little tap into Rush as well. Looking. Perfect timing. Doubles away. No, Poison down to 35. He could try.
Oh, there's the AK drop. Blame's lost that.
This does not head in that vice. He does, and somehow thrives, at least for the first. Zipex, however, quick on the MAC-10.
Just be the save now. Oh, not even the worth it really anymore. If they can hold on to this AK, sure, that's great. Doesn't want to let go of this. Zipex will find him mid-air. Gets the AK. Has to be happy with Poison. Put him lower out the gate. And then as soon as Dupree takes down Blame without getting a kill, it's really... Complexity have been, you know, moving away from Train.
Okay.
So you're probably thinking, maybe not Train.
So determined, you would say, you'd argue more by their depth than Astralis's potential weakness.
Well, the thing is, right now, even though we knew what the roster was going to be coming into this event, we'd never seen what it looks like.
Yeah.
It don't have that same level of detail to look into now. But then if you're thinking, what have Astralis been comfortable on lately?
Tries to steady his aim, but he goes down to the wall bang. That's a colossal loss. Losing your all.
Left over, they're just, okay, Rush has just been absolutely destroyed. Just the spam, simple as...
Taste of his own medicine there, losing to that Z-axis, just as Rafe onto the hay bales. Blame denies the first, and response from Dupree is a potential double. That dance from Blame doesn't last too long. Glaive's found two in the apartments, and we do have it. Shouldn't be a way in. JKS provides a momentary distraction, but two different targets on either end. He does adjust nicely, but it's Glaive who outdoes the other opposition leader.
We'll be force buying in. But this is great from Glaive, and it's crazy to see how the game is evolving, right? Like, if you guys have been watching Counter-Strike in recent times, some of the most common CT pistols that you will see...
So now it does go for 1-for-1. Mad is yet to commit. Poison keeping him at bay. Over the top of that, and hands out another haircut. Two, in fact, as Poison sends him packing with the Deagle once again. Looking to equalize, and Dupree gets in. Hello, and double recovery for Blame and JKS respectively. That is the...
Might have been a weakness, not to be the case. Config going for the headshots with the Deagle close range as opposed to the two to the belly.
And Magic's already taken one head. JKS does need to find multiple. Pushing in now, confirmation of Emo. Bubsky's visible on the pool position, but still gets one, and that is a successful retake. Very much down to the wire, though. Yes! He's lost his life. Blame's the one to stand around, but they've lost another. Double kill on Banana. There's weapons to be recovered at the bare fight. Yeah, Magis confirms the rotates in. Oh, and Config's looking sharp. Won't be ready for the next one. And so Complexity snatch it away. Well recovered. They stabilize. But
the gun rounds. Config with a quick reaction there on the second. And Rush to put a bomb on it here as we get away with the Complexity 3.
To find one early, and now JKS has stepped up as well. One on an elevated position. He can't seem to control the spray, and now only goes down. Zipex can provide some help, and he has fallen. Poison around the corner as well. Zipex needs one, maybe even two. He gets them both. Astralis saved by the bell, saved by Zipex and Glaive. 2 kills apiece. They take down the Complexity retake.
I think the bodies were there was flashes. I'm really not quite sure. I guess it's the spacing here, right? Rush is just running straight out into his death.
And it's an AWP from Dupree that can't believe his luck, and down goes Complexity. All of their Kevlar, all of their weaponry.
If that was a 4-on-4 in the gun round in the same way, they probably wouldn't go for it. Well, maybe not full, but close enough. And Vegas from the back of sight, good stuff from him.
Right arm, no fun for Rush. Nice fun for Poison, as he actually does take Dupree down. No chance of a retrieval, though, and you've got some 4.
Everybody else does, though, so maybe they can make this work, and there's even a kit for Poison. We're lacking that CT. And every day of the week, Glave's winning that fight.
Did maintain that head height. Bubsky catches Blame over the smoke. Rush is all alone on his island.
They're going A. Astralis are one step ahead right now.
Down in that full flashbang dance onto Poison's put. When he's dejected, he wants
to walk
away.
He
wants his ears to breathe. Like he wants to take his headset off, perhaps, but we all have one. Ready to get into our 10th round of our second map.
This isn't the pace of Counter-Strike we're used to.
Yeah, and you just need this rush. Oh, the headshots keep coming. There's only one more on the site. Blame, got to do it all. Does do the first 2, but bomb will be planted. Zipex and Dupree with the space on the site. Magisk is still 9.
But it's just, that's not what you...
It's contend with. Does very well to find a head, but the round again feels lost. How do you retake the smoke? Justice if we didn't talk about the Inferno calls. You know, like if we get a winner's interview, just someone asking about where to be cleared. Nice shot from Dupree. God damn, that deagle. He could...
Through the smoke, JKS taking down Bubsky. And this shot here was lovely. Round, keeping very active, making sure he's a nuisance. Did exactly that. Still got sketchy. But Config saves the day. Of green. So yeah, the surprise sound in my voice is bang on, because now we just got juncture of the game.
Oh my god, they're not going to save anything. Poor old Rush, desperately clutching hold to his M4, and he's lost it as well.
That's brutal.
This is so... And how does he keep finding these headshots? He's very, very sharp. In a position to try and stop the leader. It will all be down to Zipex, looking to pull up the first clutch of Inferno. Bomb is untucked in time, and they react so quickly. Blame only the one. Eats his teammates' flashes and now kind of locked. Looking for it, finds it, maybe even another onto Poison. Deadly. Needs to survive. It's a 2. Needs a fight, finds it with a quick flick. Repeak, Magisk is ready. Orb the AK and the headshots found, now only a UMP. This looks like DreamHack Masters Spring without device. Astralis accruing a full 10 with a very...
Nice headshots and, well, really just kick off the pistol round in the same way. Glaive immediately onto JKS, pushes for more, finds himself what could be a...
To do something, anything, that'll do nicely. Grabs 3 and grabs the round by the balls.
Config, that is the rough... Jesus.
This was the save.
Yeah.
I mean, the only way they get out of that one is with a Verge. This could get messy, but fortunately, Complexity. 3 in the feed. Magisk, the only one left, and bullets should finish him off from the MAC-10. JKS provides. And the solution
here, 2 more to find. Blame will go down. Rush.
Dead.
Push, get tested.
Ooh, okay. Well, it's an AK on. Ooh, if there was a couple more bullets, he could have forced 2 of them down to the ground. Instead, Complexity bait Blame out. Will they check it? Will they check it? No, he gets the first, and now Dupree up to the task. He's got time. And Astralis all the way down.
Had to be doing the 2-man setup towards the back of B. That was so telegraphed right there because there were no other options for Complexity, and a great...
Config Brave. Caught by Magisk. Another found as well. Glaive knocks another on their ass. Poison's gone, and it keeps getting better. Blame keeps it competitive, just the 2 of them now. JKS losing his life. Such destruction from the pit position. Magisk, 3. Just falling beneath the 2 of them. Playing around those pit angles and just catching Config, who had to try and find something.
Yeah. Didn't matter how they picked that situation. Unless they hit the first bullet and they were pre-aiming Zipex's spot, there was no way they were getting anything done.
Sweltering in the server.
We know... winner of this.
This could really hurt. Nice distraction. Bubsky takes a quick trade. Oh, that's big from Config, though. They're not ready for Dupree. Nearly a collateral. Can't pull the trigger onto Config. Double on the way in. JKS caught with a wild spray. That looks like a good nade. He didn't get it, did he? That one. Oh, no! Didn't quite have the position right. And Bubsky's going to get swung on. JKS with some high impact there. The smokes are up. The frags are there. And just like... stopped hosting for like a year after it because I was that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm at that same kind of level of heat where just it's very hard to make sure I... If it's getting scary, Zipex already another. Blame. Big delivery. Double kill. Magisk is down to just 10 HP. The rest so low. Nice catch. Blame 1. Backs a turn. Bubsky now in the 1v1. Kit on site. He knows where JKS is. And he just... This was the double that really did stabilize the entire round. Yeah.
He had in that... Exchange.
They come. Nice lineup. Config 1. Nice from Bubsky. And that's the bomb loose. That's round winning.
No time.
No time. No hope. No health. That's the end of that. Just rotted by those smokes.
Look at the money that we're dealing with, right? Sure, there was a bit of residual cash for the likes, but you can see for the likes of Poison, who only got 1,400 in the loss bonus in that round, that there is just not enough for these guys to buy, and just so late.
Passing them down to the pistols, and looks like completely tying things up. If you want to keep track of that one and tune into the dulcet tones of Vince and Dust. Easy, let's get into it. Complexity full in.
Glaive believes in the gamble meta.
In the boost, negligence punished, quick response, and JKS doubles up. That's the bomb plant. That's access to the site. A 3-on-3 does not favor. Bubsky goes down. Blame dinked. Good find. If they could just find Blame. If they could just find him. Finish off the job. The proof did look Coffins.
Oh!
He hits the first, but not the second. Astralis retake. Config can't believe it. Mouth agape.
UP still, and enough money to make this work for another convincing buy. Surely this is Complexity done now.
I thought this was theirs, dude. Dupree posted up, catches
swing,
one.
That swing, he's tried to trade, but he's just given up his life to the orb.
Provide some support. Only one from Glaive to report. And over the smoke, another find.
Right? Dupree can drop.
I don't think Poison's ready for this. Can he get away? No. That's the answer. Config and Blame looking good. The Danes ready their teeth. Another bite. Take losable. Glaive's the first victim. And there we go. We're off to overtime. Complexity.
Given her the match medic. And here we...
Be ready for it. And Dupree peeking in. Can pull the trick. Zipex ready. And catches him. And now JKS, the trajectory of his nades is feet and clash. Their styles of Counter-Strike very similar. And funny to see that as they do interact, looks like Virtus.pro have collected. Magisk has some support. Bubsky with the first, he even catches ahead from Graveyard. Big stuff, big contributions. Missed shots from one, but Poison's hit another. Now the advantage is theirs. Complexity have the sight. This is an important K. Blame steps out to save the day.
Almost a chance there for Zipex to go for a clutch. He takes Blame down, secondary big green. Nuts.
Oh, he had some two. They line up for him. Enables a 3v3. Dupree. Oh. Dupree again caught. Poison's on for an ace right now. Bubsky does catch him through the smoke. We'll shut that down before it gets a little regulation.
Yeah, I don't know where this one's going to finish just yet. I thought Astralis in that first half were looking fantastic, taking heads off. And Poison here with a lot of impact. That's a huge multi-kill down mid, right? Yeah. He's done an easy 1-on-2 for Zipex by end.
JKS just jumps straight into his jaws. Oh, in a second as well,
Huge
off the back of the flash. Bubsky looking very sharp. And
up here. I think the economy played a big factor in some of the decision-making in the late stages. And
twice, but through the pool push, it's JKS! And he delivers all three. They can't get the spotless T-half unless Zipex can come up clutch. He's so blind and it's not far off the marsh. Dupree just staring, admiring the brickwork. And that's one way to take the wind out of the sails of the Astralis T side. Rush is gone. Blame doing everything within his power. They need to be on the bomb. They need to be on the bomb right now. No time. No time at all. Very quick succession. And Glaive throwing a nice shot in the chat to Blame. Config, Rush, gonna need a delivery. Nice work from Rush. And now Config tapping at heads and deleting at least one. Magisk is gone. Up there is the rafters with Zipex. 8 seconds. You need to find Rush and find him now. There isn't a bomb. Doesn't have the time. Would rather find a frag. Nice work from Dupree. The hunt pre-fires him down. Now T stares. That's a trade.
That's the bomb.
That is the bomb. I'm doing with the AK. Just straight up with you. And that's a big loss of an early defensive come through. Back is turned. He's gone, and they are too. Astralis ending the half 2-1. We've seen this before.
This is odd stuff, but I'm enjoying it. It's perplexing. Because
do you remember in regulation when Glaive walked up and just won that Jordan? Doesn't matter. Zipex has already caught one in the off angle.
They're going back A. They have to go A now.
Right, here it comes, and it's a massacre. All too easy as Astralis extend their lead and get within touching distance.
Back and forth between the bomb sites, getting denied by the fantastic Bubsky. Look at this. You know they're flustered. The AUG held down. 3 simple frag.
Come, trying something different, trying to throw a curveball into the pace, and my goodness, Zipex, he's going to go third.
Get him out.
Snatch it. Triple kill out of